run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light. I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red
How's it going, everyone? We are playing at Lonestar today. A little bit of difference, you know. People ask me every once in a while, will you go to Lonestar, somewhere low level that I can play with you? This is one of those rare occasions where the answer is yes. You can. We're going to be going to Lonestar. You can join in Lonestar no matter what level you are. I'll open up a friends only server. Our goal today is, I thought it would... Another thing I hear all the time is you should do a video series where you catch every single fish at a location, and I thought if I do a live stream where I catch every fish, then maybe I can make a video afterwards where I kind of weave all the little clips of me catching all of those fish and talk about the gear that I use to catch them and the baits and all that stuff. So I thought we'd start this out, you know, let's catch them all. Lonestar Lake. So we're going to go to Lonestar Lake. We're going to try to catch every single one of these fish. Luckily, it's not a lot of species at Lonestar Lake. So we're just going to start. At Lonestar, it's just a lot of, honestly, it's not a very big location. So it's more about when you're fishing. Some days are better to catch pickerel and some days are better to catch bass. Same goes with the smallmouth buffalo. Can be an absolute pain to catch sometimes. So we're just going to try our best, you know? We're going to try our best and just see how we do. But I do want to make sure that I have the right stuff. And I tried to get all of it before this live stream started, but didn't work out. Who's all in the chat, though? We got Ethan Barons. We got TTV, Lazar, Bryson, we got Aries, TSM, Kevin Townsend's in the house, Carter, Aries, TSM, Legendary Fishing is here. It's the legendary bow. It's the legendary fishing, you know? 2 legendary people in the house. When do you get that? When do you see that? Huh? That's what I'm talking about. TSM Colin, we got the Colin, we got the Lily, Tim is here. I saw you in Monty Python. And the Holy Grail, Aries, Colin, Vinks, Nelson, I'm reading through as fast as possible. Ethan, Landon, the Bucko, Colin, Lily, Seventh Fate. Whoa, the Seventh Fate. Joshua, Richard, you inspired me to play. Oh, well, I'm glad. You inspire me to continue playing Fishing Planet. So, really, we're inspiring each other. It's magical. Here we are. I am trying, like I said, I'm trying to get all this together real quick. Probably spending way too much time on it. But I'm just trying to get the right stuff. I'm just going to throw an 11 pound that. Probably want some basic dingle dongs just for the heck of it. Throw on some dingle dongs there. We want some bait on here. What should we start with? Some bloodworms, maybe? I'm thinking a lot of the smaller fish should be fairly easy. But I think just for ease on my end anyway, I'm gonna create, let me grab a note card real quick. I'm going to write down all of these fish species. That way we can check them off as we catch them. So first off, we got the blacktail shiner. And as perfect as it could be, this pen's dead. Blacktail, oh my god. Tail shiner. We've got the bluegill, the classic bluegill. Channel catfish. We've got golden shiner. The golden relative of the black shiner. Grass pickerel. Green sunfish. The mini mouth bass. Green sunfish, and then we've got the red ear sunfish, smallmouth, buff, pretty fish, spotted bass, and the white crappie. Spotted ditch pickle and white crappie. All right, top notch. That is a full note card of fish, and we are gonna see how fast we catch them. One thing I did want to check on, corn mayflies. Don't have corn or mayflies. Let's throw in some corn real quick, and then we'll call her good, I think. Corn. There we get mayflies. Mayflies. There you are. Okay, I think we should have just about everything else. I guess we could get casting spoon. Is it slide enough? It is. Okay, so that ought to get the pickerel and the bass pretty darn quickly. Let's go ahead and travel to Lonestar Lake. Give it a go. I think if we're missing like a certain size of hook, we should be able to buy it there. So we should be good. Let's see. You're grinding RF4 right now. Oh man. Oh man. How's that going? Where are you? Where are you grinding at this point? Friends only room. Friends only room at Fishing Planet Lonestar Lake. Fishing Planet and watching you. Hey, right on, bucko. You're my favorite person, honestly, for Fishing Planet. Oh, Joshua. Thank you. You're my favorite of all Joshuas. Of all the Joshuas that I know, you're my favorite. So we're each other's favorites. It's kind of perfect. Lily, hello. Should you join if you want to? It's just been a while since I got a chance to join the lives I used to be in a lot. Then life happens, but I'm trying to get back. Hey, you know, I understand that as well. Life does happen. Life does happen. Life gets in the way. Life finds a way to get in the way. A little bit of Ian Malcolm wisdom there mixed in with the legendary bow angles. We're hooked up, baby. Fish on. Oh, you know, within the first 3 seconds. Pickerel or bass? Pickerel. All right. I was gonna mark off the old pickaroo there. If we're catching pickerel, usually sign that it's one of those days that the pickerel are going to be biting more than the bass, but there's always a chance that you'll catch the bass as well. And I say this, but at the same time, I feel like Fishing Planet messes with Lonestar Lake more than any other map in the game, just because they want to make sure that people have a good experience here compared to anywhere else. Because this is where Lonestar Lake can be a make or break for a lot of people playing the game for the first time. So they want them to have a good experience. And so I feel like they tweak this place every so often. Be a bass-tastic fish here. Come on. Oh, another pickerel. Okay. Come on. I know there's got to be a bass mixed in here somewhere. One more cast, and if not, then we're going to start float fishing. Mix it up. You're the best, Colin. Your name is Aiden or Ansley. I can call you Ansley. It'll be hard for me to remember Aiden when your name's not. It doesn't say Aiden. You get me? Bo the goat. You're the goat. You're just an old berg right now. Okay. Okay, I get it. What do you, are you doing more of the lure fishing? Or are you doing the bottom fishing? I guess, what is it, is it the eyed? The eyed fishing? Is that what's good fishing at Old Burr? I can't remember. Trying to recall. Helping you get to the ocean map? That's awesome. Working on your bottom stat. Oh, there's a fish. And a good sized fish too. This could actually be a bass, hopefully. Hopefully. Ah, yeah. Here we go. We kicked this guy's bass. Gotcha. Gotcha there, boyo. Spotted bass. Nice. Good model, man. Did they update this model too? Let me see you. Let me see you. Very nice. Pretty fish. All right, we're keeping that guy. We're gonna mark off spotted bass. And unfortunately, for those people who like active fishing, that is pretty much the end of the active fish at Lonestar Lake. We are gonna be float fishing from here on out. I think for some of this, we are just gonna be flicking out. Oh man, I just went right into the lily pads there. There we go, right on the edge. Oh, seems like it's too much there. All right, what I don't even remember how to do this. I haven't fished with floats in so long. Oh, it's not. I'm getting confused with the RF4. That's probably heresy. Speaking heresy, let's go down to 12 inches here. There we go. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. Bo boy. The Bo boy. I feel like Bo boy is like you tickle my belly and I go hee hee. Too much. Pillsbury Bo boy. There we go. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, I'm just saying if I start reeling, I probably would have set the hook in real life. I'm just saying. You know, if the fish took my bait, if I reel versus pull the rod up, it's still gonna hook them. You know, it's really not that big of a deal. But Fishing Planet wants to be Fishing Planet. We're definitely gonna right click this time. I say I right click there and it didn't do much. White crappie. Was not expecting that, but I'll take it. Okay. So that is the other fish technically we could have caught on a lure, and yet we caught it on a bloodworm, a number 6 hook. Okay, top notch. Let's just keep on moving around here. We might end up going to a different end of the little lake here, if anything. What's your recommendation to get to the Amazonian maze from level 63? Marone River. Doing some of those. Oh my god, Matthew, the Argento. What are you doing? Oh my lordy. 50 memberships? This thing's gonna be continuing doing this this animation when I go to bed tonight. Oh my lord, man. Well, thank you, Matthew. Golly, making everyone's days. I'm unfortunately gonna turn off this animation. We'll do one more. One more just for kicks. And then it's coming off. Alright. Alright. Right as we catch a fish too. What do we got? We got our first green sunfish, little mini mouth bass. Alright. 4 down. We're still only using a float and a number 6 hook. And then for the rod, we were using a little bit stronger rod, but literally just the 3rd ounce number 1 gold casting spoon. And I'll look at the rod here. This is honestly probably overkill for this, but just a small little bobber. Extra low floating weight there with a number 6 hook. Could probably go smaller for some of the shiners and whatnot. And we might, I don't even think I have small hooks smaller than that. So, oh, I do. I have number 10 hook in my backpack. So we might throw that on. Just to target some of those super small fish. Anyway, hopefully help us get some of those shiners and whatnot. And we might throw on some like dough balls and stuff too. Well, we'll just give it a go. Oh man, but thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate it. W move there. People are saying W. What's happening? Have work tomorrow, so you're going to sleep. Hey, take care, CTN man. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. My. Bo, are you ready for the new map? Mentally, I am ready. Physically, I don't know if I can handle it, man. I'm thinking back to some of those fights that I had with the marlin and the bluefin tuna and stuff like that, and I'm thinking, man, I at times sat 20 minutes in the fighting chair, which is my computer chair. But seriously, I mean, that's a long fight. And then when you think that these fish on this new map are going to be 3 to 4 times bigger, it's like, what? Is that, hopefully, like, we're going to have stronger gear, right? But is it going to be like stronger gear that's still going to be like a 30-minute fight or what? There's just sometimes at a Kaiji no Ri where I actually get tired. Oh, the white crappie are destroying right now. Where I get tired of fishing at Kaiji no Ri just because the fights last for so long. I get tired. I get tired of fighting them. Let's switch to dough balls now. Switch to some dough balls. Give it a go. Hello, William. How are ya? Wild Bill. No. How about everyone else? Is everyone else ready for the new map? You ready to go after some swordfish, sailfish, that sort of thing? Come on, get... Oh my god, even when I switch to dough balls, I'm catching crappie. These crappie are just annihilating anything that hits the water. What about over here? Hopefully we get away from that small little school of crappie there. Oh, have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. Latest. Hello. Gonzalez. Bo, am going head back home. 5 pike, gotten best. 121, gonna go home and sleep night. Bo, have an amazing stream. Love your streams. Oh, well, right on. Thank you, appreciate it. You caught 5 pike, huh? That's great. That's awesome. What is the first fish you are going to go for at the new location? Yeah, that's hard to say. It's hard to say. I feel like I'm gonna be wanting to go after the big boys. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna be going after the big black marlin. Day 1, hour 1, I'm going for that black marlin. Shooting 3s. I'm going for it. Step out onto the court. shooting a 3 from the half point. I'm like taking the ball from the tip off, and I'm shooting from half court. That's what I'm doing. Day 1 of New Makuta, going out there, Black Marlin all the way. Don't know nothing about where they are. Don't know nothing about anything. I'm just going out into the deeper water, and I'm trolling for Black Marlin, baby. Another green sunfish, looks like. Little guy. Okay, moving along. We're moving. A little bit slower on the bite there. A little bit slower. You mean the new American map in RI4? You're hyped. Well, I'm excited to see what it's all about too, man. Excited to see what it's all about. What it's all about. Are pigs flying because Bo is at Lonestar? You tell me. I'm the one in Texas. I'm not seeing any pigs flying. Looking forward to chasing the black tips. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it will be fun to see the difference. Bluegill, baby. That's our bluegill on the dough ball. I switched to the dough ball specifically to go after the shiners. But instead we're catching everything but them. Where was I going with that? I think it will be interesting to see which fish we have to go for in the lagoons and the reefs and stuff like that. And then to go off, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, when we get to these big ocean maps, it becomes really easy to become boat dependent. Even though it's a cool map, and I do want to spend more time on foot, being on the sandy beaches, enjoying the environment. It's very easy on those ocean maps to get on your boat and never see the shoreline, essentially, because you're out in the middle of the water chasing big, you know, striped marlin or bluefin tuna or any of the other tuna species at Kaiji. So yeah, I'm excited to go after fish specifically around like the reefs and the lagoons and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. And the fact that we can kind of do that while doing big trolling runs with the boat, I think will be kind of neat. Level 64, which fish should you target? So you're not an Amazonian maze yet, right? I think at that point you are looking at either kind of balancing between weeping willows with all the carp, and then going to Marone River and chasing the catfish, the gilded and the red tails. Kind of bounce back and forth, I think, just to try to not get bored, essentially. That is one of those big grinds. Not a lot of people will get to that point, so it's not as popular as the sturgeon grind per se, but it is one of those weird grindy areas where you're trying to get to the Amazonian maze. And Maku Maku's not a great place to fish, so you're like trying to figure out what to fish for. But like I said, not a lot of people get to that point, so we don't talk about it very much. So congrats to you that it's even a problem you're facing right now. What time is it in America where you're from? It's 4 a.m. Oh my golly. Oh my golly. It's nearly 8 o'clock here. 6 minutes away from 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Got another bluegill. Bluegill. Wham, 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 wham. Gonna throw another one. I just catch another bluegill. If we do, I think we're gonna move to the opposite side of the lake. And then I think what we might do after trying the opposite side of the lake is throw out a feeder rod and see if we can snag ourselves a smallmouth or a catfish. And if we can catch either of those, then that'll be another thing crossed off. And then I think we're going to change the time. I just saw a shiner jump right there. I know they're out here. You can't fool me. They say when you go Black Marlin, you don't go back. That is a danger I'm just going to have to face, man. I understand it. I feel like I've heard a very similar phrase before, so I don't doubt it. Oh man, that's funny. When do you think the new map will be out? I'm I'm thinking, what is it? It's May, end of May, so we're gonna be going into June. I'm thinking maybe late June. Late June. Mid to late June, let's say. I'm thinking they're gonna put out another dev diary this week. I'm thinking. And then I think they might have 1 or 2 more dev diaries over the next 2 weeks. So that'll put us in mid-June. So I'm thinking mid to late June, release the map. We'll see though, because they haven't even mentioned. I'll say this because it's the truth, and I don't have to hide anything about it. They haven't even mentioned to me about like playing like the pre-beta version of it, or like having interviews with Andrew at this point or anything. So I know we're a few weeks out at least. So we'll have to see. Nothing to hide there. You turned 16 yesterday. Whoa, wow. What are you gonna do? 8 times 2, 16, baby. 4 times 4. What else? 3 times 6 minus 2. White crappie. All right. Stupid. Let's try semolina balls real quick. Just one last attempt at these shiner. Of course, last time I started fishing for the smallmouth buffalo, I started catching shiners on the feeders. So maybe we'll catch them there too. I don't know. How to get the membership? Just press the little $sign thing next to the comment button, and get a membership. I don't know. Luckily, or you could have someone just gift away 50 of them. Jeez Louises. That was awesome. Thanks again. Now everyone gets to enjoy it. Yeah, I Sauls. I guess I answered that for you. Is Sauls. So yeah, I haven't heard anything just yet. They're very nice to me. Whenever they put out a dev diary, they send me a folder with all of the videos and GIFs that they used in the dev diary, so that I don't have to go in physically and save them all. They're a very kind bunch. I really appreciate it. Makes making the videos easier. But if I'm out of town when they put out the dev diary, then no amount of easiness really helps me, because I have to get home before I make the video, which is why it took me so long to do the second dev diary video. Alright, white crappie are ruining it for everyone. Yeah. Why aren't we catching the other species? Oh, white crappie, that's why. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw down a rod holder. I don't know why our feeder, is it because we don't have bait on them, maybe? Let's see. I know cheese will work for the channel catfish. Crawls and crayfish, you can catch them on too. Or pet food. We can try pet food. And then for this guy, let's try corn. Maybe. Pet food. So we're gonna throw both of these out. I'm hoping the corn will kind of target the smallmouth buffalo versus a catfish or something like that, but we'll probably end up catching everything but the smallmouth buffalo, knowing my luck. What is the level for the new map? It's unknown. It's unknown. Well, we've had 2 videos now where we've mentioned we don't know the level, and yet you come into the live stream and ask me again. Jeez. If you had to add 1 fish, what would it be? To any map, or to Fishing Planet in general? What do you mean? I'll tell you one idea I had for Fishing Planet. I was gonna make a video about it, but I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. So I'll just tell you about my idea. You may hate it, you may love it. Red ear sunfish, that's one we needed. Good deal. I'm at the point now where I have like a good amount of bait coins stockpiled, and I don't really know what to spend them on. 1,072 from various DLCs and whatnot. And so one idea I had, especially when you're leveling up, sometimes you also stockpile some bait coins, and the only reason you spend them is to get like an unlimited license at Lonestar, or to buy leaders that match your rod setup better or something like that. And otherwise, you just kind of compile like all these bait coins, and you don't know what to do with them. And I thought one cool thing that they could add to the game, similar to RF4, where they have locations where you like spend their little in-game, well, their like currency or whatever, the coins, and then they give you like this rental gear set, and you like go to that location and you fish for, you know, whatever it may be. If you're on the Norwegian Sea, or if you're in that one carp fishing lake or whatever, and you use their rods and their baits and stuff like that. And so basically you're just making money in XP. I thought that would be a really cool way. So I just got another 2 bait coins that I don't know what to do with. I thought that would be a really cool way for people who struggle leveling up, or they're tired of grinding away at pike at St. Croix, or sturgeon at San Joaquin. I thought it would be a cool thing if they added lesser known species and locations, say like an Oklahoma River with paddlefish. And so you spend 5 bait coins, but then you get an hour at an Oklahoma River, and instead of using lures and stuff, you're trying to snag paddlefish. And that way they add paddlefish to Fishing Planet, but it's only a small river, and then you're only there for like an hour, and you come away with 10,000 experience or whatever it may be. You might level up quickly from level, you know, 36 to 37 or something, and it costs you 5 bait coins. I thought that they could take that idea and then move it on to a map in Thailand, fishing for giant snakehead, you know, and have those beautiful purple giant snakeheads, or black with neon green stripes. Like, there's a lot of cool things they could do. They could do a small Indian river with goonch catfish and mahseer. They could do a small Australian river with, you know, Murray cod, or, you know, barramundi or something like that. Right now, they're just so focused on adding ocean maps that I think it could be 3 or 4 years before we start seeing more freshwater locations. And so I think it would be really cool if they could add that thing to the game and allow us to go after some of these other species we want to fish for, but they don't want to add an entirely new location, fishing in Australia or fishing in India. It could just be a simple river with just one to 3 species to go after for 5 bait coins or whatever it may be. But anyway, that was an idea I had. I would love for them to add an Indian map for goonch catfish and mahseer. I would love to have an Australian map for barramundi and Murray cod, etc. Yeah, there's just some cool stuff, but we're gonna have another 2 to 3 years of ocean maps, so it'll probably be a while before I ever see them. It's so weird to me that they put buffs in a pond, you know, just one of those things. You see buffalo in lakes and stuff like that. I like my horror story or whatever was that, you know, there's a nearby river that overflows sometimes, and it trapped the buffalo in. There should be some gar in here too. Young channel catfish. We're catching multiple young channel catfish now on the pet food. I think I'm going to switch it up. Let's go to, what should we do? Like semolina balls or dough balls? Let's try semolina balls. And if anything, we might try mayflies too before we switch the day. Strongest rod versus Lonestar Lake. That would be interesting. I should do this in Japan. Yeah, maybe so. Well, actually, we almost did the other day. We went for every tuna species anyway. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Recently used them to buy a cheap lake premium license. Okay. YouTube, why? Hello, how are you? Are you from Kansas? I am from Kansas, yeah. Grew up in Salina, Kansas, went to college in Lawrence, Kansas, lived in Pittsburgh, Kansas for a while, and then lived in Overland Park around Kansas City, Kansas for a long time. So yeah, moved around in Kansas. One new fish to the new map that would you add is what I meant. Yeah, sure. What's better for muskie and northern pike, small minnows or shiners? Muskie and northern pike. For northern pike anyway, I use shiners. I feel like with the muskie, it's hard to get away from the pike. Back in the day, you used to catch pike and muskie pretty interchangeably. Or at least you would think that you'd have like a unique or at least a trophy pike on and it would be a small muskie. But they kind of got rid of that like a year or two ago. So yeah, hard to say. I feel like I don't know if I've fished for them with bait in a while. I don't really know. Don't really know. For the 5 bait pin thing, would you like a Tennessee River map for big smallmouth and largemouth or catfish? Yeah, I mean, that's another example. Like, you could do a lot of just small, like, single rivers, kind of like Mudwater River. Like, I feel like as far as locations go, like something like Mudwater River is more on the simpler side. It's just kind of a long river going through some land. I feel like you could do that with a lot of different locations and charge people bait coins. And so if they're struggling around level 64 or something like that, they could go to one of those locations, they could catch fish, and the XP would scale with their level. So if they're a level 63, they might get 5,000 XP for fish, versus if you're level 14, you might only get 500 or something like that. But it's essentially people are spending bait coins, which is bought with money, so it's not like Fishing Planet wouldn't be losing an opportunity to make money from this. But they would be spending bait coins to kind of push themselves forward a little bit if they're struggling to level up. I thought it was a cool idea, but who knows? Why are we on Lonestar? We're trying to catch them all. God. You get to visit a special map if in RF4 if you swear the staff. Really? I didn't know that. Now I want to figure out what that is. I feel like they could make a good video. Why does Fishing Planet make the saltwater maps that big of a level? Can't they put a level 30 ocean map but smaller fish? Well, let me ask you. Let me come up with a cool comparison. Let's say you started a popsicle stand, right? And you started with cherry, and everybody loves cherry. You come out with grape popsicles, and everybody loves grape, okay? And then after that, you're like, you know, we should add something to these popsicles. So for those people who love cherry and grape, maybe I'll add in like some ice cream. So now it's a little bit of ice cream with a cherry popsicle. And then you keep going on, and all of those people who are with you from the cherry and grape popsicles, they're expecting something more and more, and they have been spending all of this money for everything you've put out along the way. And yeah, later on, you're throwing down a 3-course dessert with ice cream and cake and all of this stuff, and then the cherry popsicle on top. Because these people have been with you from the very beginning, and you're just trying to keep them entertained because they've been your #1 customers this entire time. And then someone walks up and goes, "Hey, I've been here for the past couple weeks. Why don't you come out with a lime-flavored popsicle?" Would you go back and erase everything that you did and make a lime flavored popsicle for all of those other people that you haven't dealt with for or would you be more focused on the people who have been with you this entire time and are max level and looking for something new? I don't know if that's a very good comparison, but if they were to go back and make a level 30 ocean location, it's not going to push the people who have been playing all this time forward. There's nothing really more for them to do other than catch a few fish, and then they're back to not playing the game anymore. They want them to play the game and be working towards another 10 levels or something like that. Yes! Golden Shiner. Okay, we needed that one. Let's go. We've got... Okay, so let me read off what we need. We need a smallmouth buffalo and a blacktail shiner. That is all we need. Okay? I'm annoyed that we caught this on a number 4 size hook. Let's, I have not. Gerald Bates, $20. What are you giving me $20 for, Gerald? You crazy? Thank you. You're spoiling me. I guess let's see if those one animations are done yet. Nope, they're still going. How far is that, though? Let's see. Sugoi. How far are you down in the list? Oh my god. I'm still... Oh no. It's not even halfway done yet? That's crazy. Alright, well thank you very much, Gerald Bates. I'm sorry it's not going to play the animation for you. It's still working through all those memberships. but I appreciate it all the same. Appreciate it greatly. What else are you streaming on? I'm just streaming on YouTube. Just YouTube. We used to do some Twitch streaming. Let's try nighttime. I haven't fished for the smallmouth buffalo at nighttime. Let's give it a try. Let's see if it's a waste of time or not. Let's do that. Draw the semolina balls. We'll give it 5 minutes. See if it catches us anything. I'll try to get caught up on the chat here. Grayson Gaming, howdy. Howdy. We got Z3 Thox. Zerthox. Golly, why is that so hard to read? We already got bites. We got nibbles. Anyway. What's your favorite fish to catch? In the game or in real life, Carter? Jamo. Hello. Is it Jamo or Jamo? J or J? Let's go. Come on. Be a smallmouth. Wouldn't that just be the greatest thing in the world if this was a... No way. Did we just crack the code? We might have just cracked the code. The smallmouth are biting at night. Oh my lordy. Hey, listen to this, everybody. Whenever you talk to me from now on, I don't want you to call me the legendary bow angles. I want you to call me the legendary limnologist bow angles. Oh, sorry, limnologist assistant bow angles. So let's get that all together now. The legendary limnologist assistant bow angles. Okay? The LLABA. Okay? Good deal. Just remember that little tidbit there. All right, so that is a smallmouth buffalo. I don't know if you all remember this, but there was a live stream not too long ago. Back in the day, we spent a good hour and a half in me just getting frustrated with people fishing for smallmouth buffalo. We tried numerous techniques trying to catch this thing, numerous times, different baits, different hook sizes, different locations, trying to catch a smallmouth buffalo. For like an hour and a half, we did this. It was supposed to be one of the easier things. We were just trying to catch it, and then we were going to move on and do something else. And yet we spent more than half the live stream trying to catch a smallmouth buffalo. And we just caught it in like 1 minute. Ooh, wow. On semolina balls, number 4 hook, feeder rod, and I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark it on the map. Shoot. Boom. Right there, baby. You all can go out and catch it as well. All right. We are missing literally a blacktail shiner. That is all we need. All we need. And that's all I need. That's a Steve Martin reference there for all the old young people like me. Okay, so I know they like semolina balls for one thing, but let's see what else blacktail shiners like. Did I complete all the fish? I did. I caught all the fish. I got a little green check mark next to the fish species. Boom shakalaka. Thank you, thank you. I'll take my award and leave. Okay, so we're gonna do semolina balls on one. And we're gonna do no balls on the other. Throw that down. When's the MDO video coming out on South America after I put out the UK videos? Clay shooting and heading out with the game manager. Put out those 2 videos, and then I'll work on the South America one afterwards. I got busy this past weekend. Of course, I had to do the dev diary, and then I also had to do work for another guy that I work for, doing some fun designs and stuff like that. We're actually doing some pretty exciting stuff. We're doing work for little brand name called Star Wars and Marvel and what else? A DC Comics, some Disney stuff thrown in there. So I get to draw a lot of cool things. I'm drawing some Darth Vader. I'm drawing some Mickey Mouse. Drawing some Iron Man. I get to draw all sorts of stuff. And hopefully it'll all be on store shelves in the next few years. And then when you see it at your local Walmart or whatever, you can go, oh, I know the guy who did that. So that'll be pretty cool. But that is another reason why I didn't have videos completed. I'm just involved in lots of things. Very busy bee. All right, another white crappie. They never fail to not impress. Got ya. We're trying to get a blacktail shiner, stupid. Stop wasting our time. We're gonna throw this out with the semolina ball. Maybe it'll catch it on a float. Just need options. That's what we need. We're throwing out options. We're trying. Prison pond in RF4. Really? There's a prison pond? How do you read the fish monitor in a motorboat? The fish that show up on it, where exactly are they in front of the boat? So we did do a video on this. Essentially, from what the devs told us, the fish finder is right below the boat. Now, you can take that another step forward and think that, essentially, if the game spawns in fish think about a battleship. So imagine a battleship board where you have like A1 and B2 and C3 and stuff like that. If you have fish that spawn in at A1, for instance, they might still be attracted to lures up to C3, you know? So even if the fish are showing up underneath the boat and you pick up the wrong rod, and you throw a lure that is, 20 yards to the right of the boat, it still may spawn that fish that's showing up underneath the boat because it's close enough and the fish is seeing it from a distance and going after it. But if you technically go over a location with your fish finder, you can back up and fish that location you just got the fish finder on, and technically those fish should spawn there at that depth, etc., etc. When are you doing more bedtime fishing with a boat? Oh, I'm so glad people are requesting these because that was really a video series I wasn't sure if people were going to like. I myself like to watch like little videos at night and fall asleep to them. And but I specifically only watch episodes and shows that take place at nighttime because I want the episodes themselves to be dark. And so I'm so glad people enjoyed it because I thought it was a cool idea. I'd go out fishing at nighttime, I'd talk in a really low voice. like this so I don't wake you up. And I wasn't sure if people would actually like it or not, so I'm glad people do enjoy it. And the answer is that I need to do it sooner rather than later, because I know now people do enjoy them. And I just need to decide the next location, really. We are catching sunfish and bluegill one after another. I'm gonna keep this for now. We should switch to a number 10. We should switch to a number 10 or number 10 hook, but at the same time. Are you serious? Oh my lord! A second one? What the heck? They're spoiling us now. That was in the same location though, or thereabouts. So that is just a good little spot right there, evidently. I'm gonna keep that guy. I'm gonna wait until this one gets by, or we'll just wait 2 minutes and reel it in. What's the fastest and best fish to catch on the ocean map? I don't really know. I think it would be between the striped marlin and the bluefin tuna. It's still gotta be one of those bigger fish, trolling for them. It's just hard because they do put up a good fight, and if you get into a big one, you are gonna be fighting with it for 20 minutes, versus you might make the same amount of XP and money, if not better, in the same amount of time fishing on the Congo River. So it's hard to talk about the best like money making and XP making fish at the ocean, because I know that the Congo fish are most likely like a better use of time, if that makes sense. All right, we're gonna take this with us. We need to find a new location. Tame it or tarpon? Oh golly, I don't know for sure, actually. I don't know for sure. Whichever one gives you a good amount of XP and money and doesn't take as long to reel in. You have to do some math on your end. I'll give you some homework. You catch a similar size taimen and a tarpon, well, say 100 pounds. Try to catch a 100-pound taimen and a 100-pound tarpon, or thereabouts. Write down the amount of money and XP you get, and then see how long it took you to reel each of it in. And that'll give you a basic idea of which one's better to fish for. Not only that, but like, I don't know. Get the idea, get the ratio of money to pound, or money and XP to pound, and then do a separate experiment where you spend like 10 minutes fishing for both. And see how many fish you catch in that 10 minutes. Boop, boop, boop. How's your night going? My night's going great. I'm glad so many people showed up to say hi. This has been great. It's been fantastic. Jangling! Oh, I pulled up too close. Too fast. Jangling! Hey, Bo, you got a fun name to say like mine. Picked up the game this week and used your tutorials to help you get started. Keep up the teaching and fun atmosphere. Hey, right on, man. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I'm glad when people don't get frustrated with the game, for one. And I'm glad that they enjoy the videos. I know that those earlier videos in the Beginner Series 2 are kind of loud with the music. I go back and I watch them and I'm like, why did I make the music so loud? I think I watched a Carl and Alex video and he had a similar thing going on in the video, and I was like, well, if Carl and Alex are doing it, then I gotta improve my videos. And now I watch them and I'm like, the music's way too loud. Why did I do that? So if anything, maybe I'll go back and remake those videos and put them in the playlist. Do I know the prices for the DLCs of the new map? I do not. I assume they'll be very similar to what they were at Kaiji no Ri. I cannot remember what they were. Maybe $59.99 and $39.99. I suppose we could probably still find it. Let's go! Hey, I'm gonna do a boogie. I don't care what happens. You know, unicorns, you're gonna dance for a non-unicorn fish. I don't even care. Do it. Dance, unicorns, dance. That's right. We got our blacktail shiner. That was the last one we needed to catch them all at Lonestar Lake. Everybody. That's it. We're done. Well, that didn't last the whole live stream. It only lasted 1 hour. Really didn't have any plans after this. I thought this might take us the whole live stream. Well, guess I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Take care, and as always, remember everyone, one family, game on. Gotcha, sillies. All right, let's see. We got mastering missions we could do. I'm waiting to see the comments fly in. I'm waiting to see. Did I get anyone for real? I'm waiting to see. Please try on Kaiji no Ri now. Please try now. Done with this. You should do this on Kaiji no Ri. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. We did a while back. Let's see. Missions. Okay, so mastering missions. Let's see what we have left. We have the worm jig bait. Is this what we were doing last time? Everglades, catch a large amount of bass with weight more than 5 pounds. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Let's leave here. Go to the Congo. Oh, thank you, Colin. Will I ever do more vids on the free-to-play account? I don't think so. We might someday do a video on Dnipro River, however you want to pronounce it. But otherwise, I think we're done with that one. Let's see. If anything, I might see if the devs would do me a solid and reset that account. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't remember if I have a template for this rod or not. Go away. Okay, so what I'm wanting to do is get the let's do 17.5. We have 17.5 pounds to work with. We do the Helios. I haven't used the Helios in a while. That's a weird rod. Let's just do this. We'll just keep the drag low. Oh, that's what we could do. We could just do the best rod ever. Best rod ever. Do. Alright. So we're gonna do the best rod ever. And then we need to do missions. Worm jig bait. Equip a worm jig bait. Worm jig bait. So is that essentially a jig? I've already forgotten how this works. So we throw on a jig, right? Throw on a 3. Okay, and now we're gonna throw on a worm. What about a rattlesnake worm? Think that'll work? Let's try it. I don't know what other what other worms could we try? We got a green worm, we got a black worm, purple worm. All right, let's just head to Everglades and see. We got a 5-pound bass. 3-aught hook ought to do, don't you think? 4-aught maybe. Let's just try it. Can't believe me, of all people, aren't max level. You know, the darn thing is, at this point, like, if I wanted to be max level, it's an email away. Like, all I would have to do is email them, and then they would just make me max level. So, if anything, me being level 84 is me being honest with you. I haven't taken the time to get max level. But if I wanted to be max level just to look like I've played that amount, then yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. But no, this is what level I am. I haven't played enough to get up to that point. We're gonna do a friends only room. Feel free to join in at Everglades, though once we catch our 5-pound bass, we're just gonna move on. A ribbed worm. Do they make ribbed worms? No, they make ribbed shads. What time is it? Alright, I'm trying this 4th of July bait. 4th of July is coming up. Maybe it'll do us okay. I don't know if this is drags low. Oh, this is actually our good rod. I got you. Yes. I got one person at least. Everyone else is they're just not saying it. They were tricked too. All right. That was one cast. I'm about to call it quits. That's it. No fish. There's no fish in this whole area. If there were fish here, they would have gone after that worm. Say it's really not giving me a twitch. I feel like a stop and go would be good, but honestly, like this, we could be fishing during a time where they're all kind of interested in topwater lures anyway. Let's try a different color just to test our theory here. We're gonna try black. Nice sunny day like this, I bet that'd show up in the water pretty nicely. You meant shad, you're bad? Okay, no big deal. We'll lift and drop off the bottom. Are the memberships done? Maybe. Let's check. Once we get this guy in. Like the video. I like your ideas, fish enthusiast. You should like the video if you like it. If it's okay, you know. I've been emailing YouTube for years that they should put in an okay button. Like, if you're kind of on the fence, you're not sure if you actually like it or not, and you could just hit the okay button. It's alright. Or like a 5-star sort of thing. This is more of a 3-star live stream. Let's see. Bareface! We're on Bareface now. Yeah, we're still not even halfway. Why is this taking so long? Okay, well, yeah, interesting. I'm thinking we're gonna have to change the time just to get what am I trying to say? Just to get away from topwater fishing. We're gonna have to change the time to weather that's different so that the fish, oh, there we go, and a good size fish too. We could catch the right size fish on the first fish. Come on, baby, please be big. Watch it be like 4.5. Let's go, first fish. 5.5, man. Are you serious right now? How did it do that? Was it just we just needed a 5-pound fish? Because I'm looking at Quanchkin, and it says we need a 5.6-pound fish at Quanchkin. Oh, could you imagine us catching this fish at Quanchkin and literally being 0.1 away from doing it? Taco Killer just got a 10-pounder. That's awesome. All right, well, we did it. First fish here, and we got the 5.5 pound. You got a cool hat there. Taco killer. It is bigger. Did you use a worm too? Oh, let's go. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go to Quanchkin now. You are the best, Colin. Tried to be silly. I got you. That's the pull setup I want to use in the new map. I bet it will put in work. Put in work. The best rod ever. The rattlesnake. Epic soft plastic. Heck yeah. Level 51 to 72 with Japan is great to have all the SA maps to fish on eventually. Yeah. Sure. Let's go. We need a 5.6 pounder here, everybody. I have never really had a huge ton of luck fishing for bass at Quanchkin Lake, but we'll give it a go. See how it goes and how it goes for us. How it goes. Yeah, I mean, what's the pulse of purple worm for the win possibility? Yeah, I'll switch to the purple worm before we start fishing here. It might be. The purple worm did work on Emerald Lake. Maybe it does elsewhere. Duck hunt is amazing. It is indeed. It is indeed. I actually redrew a lot of the stuff for that animation. So, like, if you see when the duck finally flies down and gets shot, my dog Bjorno is the one that's holding it. So I redrew the animation to be my dog Bjorn. And so when you do some of the other animations too, Bjorn does all that stuff. So it's pretty fun. I had never really dabbled in kind of that, what is it, 16-bit animation style and or even start kind of drawing, so it was a new thing for me. I'd never done that before. Have a wonderful live stream. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, we're having a good live stream so far. It's working out. Everyone's being nice to me. Once everyone starts bullying me, that's when I get sad. I forgot to switch to a purple worm. We'll do that afterwards. Have they released any of the new rods or lures for the new map? No, I haven't seen it. I'm excited though. I'm sure the next dev diary will be talking about that, so I'm excited to see. Let's see. Worm. Oh no. Okay, it is gonna work for number 3 yachts. Good deal. It's a giant lure, but it's gonna work. Let's try this spot over here real quick, and then we might go to the little wooden walkways. Like I said, I've never really spent a lot of time fishing for bass here, so if anyone has a good location to fish for bass here, let me know. I really don't know. Use the glow green worm at night and day and never have an issue. Okay, that's a good thing to know too, because I do love using glow in the dark stuff, no matter the time of day as well. I think they work pretty well. Put that time in, yeah. Didn't I just have a conversation about how busy I am all the time? I ain't got time for that. You love fishing. I love fishing too. You were using X Series Nymph in the bass jig. Okay, cool. I do love the X Series Nymph at Everglades. That is a good one. Here's our first bass. It does not look like a 5.6 pounder. 3.7 though, and trophy spotted bass. How about that? Well, how about that? How about that? All right. Where should we go? Oh, the spot that I'm at is a good one. Burrito Killer's sending us marks. Are you Burrito Killer, but you're Taco Killer in the game? Well, we can't have a spot for X Series bass jigs. Out here. How do we get over to you? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're moving. We're moving. What's my favorite fish? Like, in the world? In the game? What are we talking? What you talking about? Oh, okay. I see you. Is San Joaquin still the best place? I hope so. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. Have a wonderful live stream. Thank you, thank you. I think I read that already. Always controlled, true fact. That'd be awesome. Right on, Aries. When's the next episode for RF4? I would love to say soon, but I have not. I have not done that. I have not done that yet. I actually have other things that I would need to do in the meantime. I've got 3 videos for the MDO that I need to do. Meanwhile, they're putting out like a dev diary every single week, so I have to stop and do a dev diary. And then I actually have something I've been working on for like the past like 2 to 3 years, and I have to put off every single time I start working on it, and I would like to actually finish one for my mental just well-being. And I feel like I need to do that before I do a playlist of RF4, so I don't know. Need to get to Maku. Yeah, we have a video over that. Pike versus sturgeon. The sturgeon did best in that video. But getting to Maku is not going to do much for you. It's a horrible place to level up. So if you've ever considered getting a DLC, this might be the time. Plus, if you're in the 50s, you should be fishing at Weeping Willows. You shouldn't be fishing at either St. Croix or San Joaquin. I'm not getting nothing. Maybe this just isn't the right time to fish, man. God dang. Where are all the fish at? You hated the sturgeon, you did pikes? At the end of the day, every fish in the game gives you money and XP. If someone was insane and had a lot of time on their hands, they could literally be in this chat and go, I hate pike and sturgeon. I fished spotted bass at Lonestar Lake until I got to level 54. Possible. Completely possible. But it doesn't mean that it's a good option. Doesn't mean it was a good use of their time. But if they were having a good time, then, you know, that's what life's all about. I want you laying on your deathbed and going to your grandchildren. They're like, Grandpapa, what is your final message to us? I don't know why they have a weird accent. And then you look them dead in the eye and you go, I didn't waste my time fishing for sturgeon at San Joaquin. I hated those freaking things. And I spent 1.5 amount of time fishing for the pike at St. Croix. Because I hate the sturgeon grind. And then you go, ah, and you die. And all of your grandchildren, they know. They're like, oh my God, I'll be just like my grandpa. I won't waste time at San Joaquin either. And then it'll take them 1.5 amount of time as well. But, you know, that's how traditions and families start. Sometimes they just do things and they don't know why. Just because the grandma did it that way for the past 50 years, even though she was doing it wrong the whole time. That's how traditions start in families. All right, we're going to change time because this time stinks. Oh my God, there's 3 days of it. We're going to have to switch to day 4. All of a sudden became a jungle out here. Hear the monkeys up in the trees. Alright, we're gonna fish during this day now. It's cloudy. Hopefully the fish are out there. Favorite fish in real life? I have to say, Goliath tigerfish. Favorite fish in real life. Never fished for it. I hope someday I will fish for it. I feel like the goonch catfish is a close call. The fact that at some point there was a catfish that was like, you know what would be sick? If we had the teeth of a mako shark. And another catfish was like, bro, that would be sick. And the goonch catfish was born. I think the goonch catfish is just an amazing fish, and I really hope someday I'll be able to head over and fish for them. I think that'd be really cool. Make for a good video too. Over in the Himalayas, maybe fish for some mahseer at the same time or something like that. I think it'd be sick. Favorite River Monsters episode? Gotta be the one going for the Goliath tigerfish. Dude, that fish made that show. People saw the Goliath tigerfish and their minds were blown. That fish lived in fresh water. Peak. We're talking about a show that is... Oh, right at the very end he hopped on. I'm so surprised he went for it. Man, we're catching spotted bass. Why are we catching spotted bass out here? We're trying to catch largemouth. Attention, attention. The best, most watched show in Animal Planet history was a fishing show that combined a murder mystery with fishing. That's mind-boggling, man. Super cool. Over the course of a couple of years, he became the most widely known fisherman in the world. And the Goliath tigerfish was just the cherry on top. I mean, that is truly a magnificent fish. It's in a super difficult area to fish in the Congo, on those extremely fast rivers, depending upon the time of year, of course, probably. But yeah, I mean, golly. I feel like if I ever caught the Goliath tigerfish, I could die a happy death. But we'll see. See what happens. Ginger Ninja. Hello, hello. Just grind Lonestar till level 80. That would be the best. That'd be a 1 million view video on YouTube. Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast ever watches this live stream and he's looking for another crazy video, I think that should be it. I grinded to level 80 playing only at Lonestar Lake and Fishing Planet. Join me as I show you exactly what I did. And I also give $10,000 to a homeless person. Classic. And I told a bunch of people to stay at Lonestar Lake, and the last person to leave won $1 million and their own private island. Would you stay at Lonestar Lake? You had to keep at least one hand on either your keyboard or your mouse the entire time for a chance to win 1,000 bait coins. Whoever stayed the longest wins. Would you do it? Would you do it for 1,000 bait coins? What if you had to keep your hand on your keyboard or your mouse for over 24 hours for 1,000 bait coins? Would anyone do it? Would anyone try to do it? What if you made it 18 hours and then gave up? Man, oh my. I'm going to be the Fishing Planet version of Mr. Beast. I'm going to do it. We're going to figure it out. Can you go to a river on there? I'm there. Which river? The Congo River? I can go there. But we're fishing for a bass at Quanchigan. And failing badly. Frog noises are coming from the game or outside your door. Hey, that's pretty cool though. I love when I hear like you know, sounds of nature outside. I open up the windows whenever it's raining. I'm like, listen to rainfall. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna change up our spot. Thank you for the marker, Taco. But we're gonna keep on fishing elsewhere because it's just not working. We're just not getting good luck. What's my next fishing trip gonna be? You know, I'm actually going to Texas with a good friend of mine, and we're going to fish for big buffalo down in Texas with Austin Anderson, who is, I believe, the state record holder for smallmouth buffalo. I think they're smallmouth buffalo. Either that or big mouth, but buffalo in general in Texas. So yeah, that is technically my next fishing trip. But otherwise, yeah, I'm planning to go to New Zealand this spring. I'm not sure if we'll get any fishing in or not. But yeah, March, April, end of March, early April, heading to New Zealand to go hunting with a friend. And maybe if we see a spring, there we go, fish on. Not what I wanted to catch at all. What are you doing, Shane Pickerel? Maybe if we see a nice little stream while we're out, we might throw a fly in there, cast a fly. We'll see. What the show is cringe to you? Oh man. There is, I think, the more you learn about the show, like from the people who actually fished with him, the more cringy it gets. But if you don't bring that up, it's kind of like watching Lord of the Rings and like immediately being like, Viggo Mortensen almost broke his toe there. Blah, 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 blah. That knife wasn't supposed to actually fly at him. Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's who you become. You become the meme. Watching Fishing Planet and just going, so that that alligator attack in the alligator gar episode was actually an alligator. It was not a gar. There's actually been no confirmed attacks from alligator gar in history. But this whole episode made it seem like they attack people all the time. Do you think, well, we're going to count out every time you try to like take the hook off of an alligator gar, or anytime you like catch an alligator gar, because they do get a little feisty when that happens. But otherwise, yeah. What's good, Dalton? How are you? Did you see the one where he goes after the Prida and the man is half eaten? The Piraiba? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Dramatization, I will say, right? They said it showed that in the corner. It was not an actual photo. It was a dramatization of what it could have looked like. But, yeah, still weird. I will say, having been to the Amazonas, those guys, I'm not being mean here, but a lot of those guys are like 5'3". Like, they're rather small. So, yes, Piraiba eating a fully grown man, but that man may only be like 16 inches across and weigh 150 pounds soaking wet. So, it's not as big as you may think it would be, but still a big fish to die swallowing or trying to swallow a man, I guess. You're taping the mouse to your hand. Oh man, you're already looking for ways to get around it. I like it. You wouldn't be able to use that hand for anything else though. Like what if you had a scratch on the right side of your head? Like you would have to like use your left hand to try and scratch it, because you couldn't use, or like what, I guess it would be on the left side. What if you have a scratch over here and you're like trying to reach it with your left hand, but then you have a mouse and you're like trying to use the mouse and everything like that? You couldn't switch off, is what I'm saying. Like you couldn't hold your hand on the keyboard and then take your hand off the mouse. You would be constantly using the mouse. You know what I mean? Man, we had a bass going after it for a second there and we lost it. Didn't like it for some reason. What's my favorite map? You know, I consistently go back to Blue Crab just for funsies. I don't know if it's really my favorite map, but I feel like I go back there for fun more than any other location. You live on the south end of Fairmont? Oh, right on. Do you think you have on the game? Don't you have at least 2 accounts? I do have 2 accounts, yeah. I have 2 accounts. We can look. I can bring up Steam real quick and see how many hours I have on it. We should be able to see, right? Let's see real quick. We have... Take guesses. I want you to guess. I'll say don't say anything too crazy. But yeah, I want you to guess how many hours we have in Fishing Planet. I'm gonna break it up into days. I'm curious how many days this is. This'll date me how long I've been playing Fishing Planet for. Not so much game time, but just over the years. You have 4,000 hours? Oh my golly. 1463? That's very specific. You know Austin? Yeah. Well, you're in the rough fish world. We all know each other. Puka. Just start playing Termid Sim 22. What's your take? Termid Sim 22. What's that? Oh, how would I ask the Fishing Planet devs for some coins because I'm... yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But yeah, if you become a big YouTube channel or something like that, then you might be able to tell them something. You come into Texas, that's awesome. I lived in Texas almost my whole life. I'm in Texoma area. Central and North Panhandle, I have the best fishing spots. Ooh, very nice. I like it. I like it. Yeah, and if you can use a controller, at least 9,000. I think you gotta be at least 500. I have 1,307 hours. It came down when I did the math, it came down to 54.45 days playing this game. It's a little sad, and at the same time, I've just been playing this game for a lot of years. Off and on, every Wednesday. Sometimes it was Mondays and Wednesdays we played Fishing Planet. So yeah, 1,307 hours. Hunched over my keyboard and mouse. That's why when you see me in real life, and you realize I use CGI to make this one eye appear smaller, but I'm actually like Quasimodo in real life. I got a big ol' hunched back, and I got a big ol' eye on one. I don't know what sort of malformed stuff he had going on there, but yeah, it was not good. Poor Quasimodo. All he wanted to do was be friends with that super hot chick and that other night dude, or what? I didn't watch the movie, but you know who I'm talking about. Those of you who have a general idea of what the movie is talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of hot cartoon characters back in the day, the new Lilo and Stitch movie came out. Haven't seen it. CGI, sort of CGI, real actors. Probably not going to be as good as the cartoon, but you know, that's what it is. Love Caddo Lake. Oh, so I've heard of that one. Hola, bois, how are you? Been using your guides and it's helped you through the grind. Just got to the Amazonian maze. Very nice, Reed. That's awesome. Been playing this nearly 2 months, 315 hours. Wowie zowie. That's pretty good for 2 months, man. Is YouTube your full-time job now? No, I do multiple jobs. I work for a few different companies. I have a few companies, so I'm just constantly busy. Constantly doing stuff. You would have thought that I would have tried to shed off some of it as like the YouTube channel got bigger and I would be like, all right, guys, I just don't have the time that I used to have. I'm gonna have to say no more of X, but I did not do that. Instead, I just do everything kind of best I can. Let's try over here. If not, I think we're gonna go back to the shallow water fishing off the banks. Do the ocean fishing plant, but I'm gonna buy the DLC. Okay. Read recently that Toledo Bend is the second best freshwater fishing destination in the nation. Wow, is that we? There's a fish. Okay. Oh my! I almost forgot what the fish looked like. Wow, I'm gonna call this one a spotted bass. You can tell because of the spots. It's beautiful. The OG Modern Warfare 3 in middle school, I had like 4,000 hours. It would be interesting for me to go back and like see how many hours, because I know I played that game quite a lot too. Really, I think it's hard. It'd probably be pretty even, but yeah, between Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, I'm not really sure which one I played the most of. Probably more Modern Warfare 2. I had like the collector's edition of that one. I asked for it for my birthday. So yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is pretty sick. GTA 6 will be adding fishing. Probably the only reason I'll get it. It's gonna have fishing? Oh man, it might be the first GTA game I own. I think I do own 5. I think I bought it thinking that I would play it. And this is a dumb story, but I tried playing it one time and I had the graphics turned up way too high and it was just super laggy and stuff like that. And I just said, oh, okay, and I never played it again. I didn't adjust the graphics to like play smoothly or anything. I just said, oh, nope, doesn't work, and just turned it off. Never played it again. So yeah, gave that a good try. Obviously wasn't the type of game for me. Just so you know, there's some interesting conservation on buffalo fish. They are on the threatened species list, and they're working on trying to get them back in their native habitat. Interesting. Oh, almost looked like there was a fish fall on that for a second. One more cast over here and we're moving. Where are we fishing at? We're at Quanchkin Lake. Fishing for a 5.6 pound bass. When you did the challenge, you caught it in the bottom right location. Okay. Doing a lift and drop, stop and go. What were you doing? Twitching? Alright, we're moving. Zombies, bro. Love it. Man, oh my. I think the only one I played zombies on was World at War. World at War was a fun game, man. I played that a lot. have to go to bed. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. I appreciate it, TSM. Come on, bass. Dude, we have not even caught a largemouth bass here, have we? I feel like we've only caught spotted bass. What is the reasoning for that? Should we change the worm? Try a non-glow-in-the-dark worm. When do you think the new map will be released? I'm thinking mid to late June. Oh, right on. I'm glad they're very helpful there, Rank. Hopefully I'm saying that somewhat right. Cute catfish. Is the ocean hard to fish, or is it like a sandbox type map? I think it's fairly easy to fish. There's lots of different things that you can do at the ocean. You can literally just go over a reef and you know, use the pilkers. Oh, grab it, buddy. There we go. Another freaking pickerel. Ah! Why do you do this to me? It's a worm. Can't you tell that it's for bass? Stupid. What did you think it was? A small snake? Idiot. I don't even know what I was talking about. You can troll, you can do the pilking, you can throw on baits and fish at the very bottom for the big grouper and stuff like that. Yeah, the trolling with the squids and the plugs. I mean, there's lots of different ways to fish on the ocean map and catch a lot of fish. It's just, yeah, there's just so many options. It's fun. It's a fun location. If you get into a big fish, you're gonna have a big fight. That's all I can say. And there's been live streams where I've literally gotten tired of holding on to my mouse and clicking for 20 minutes at a time, because we're just catching big fish after big fish, and each fish takes 10 minutes plus to reel in, and it's just holding down that mouse and clicking and clicking and clicking for 10 minutes straight, and then you get a 2-minute break, and then you get a 15-minute fight with another fish. I just get exhausted. It sounds stupid, but your hand will be like cramping up by the end of fishing at one of those if you're just constantly looking for big fish. Caught you a 5-pound bass on a saltwater squid jig. Wow, nice. Have I tried the oak sturgeon? I have not. Lake sturgeon. Yeah, we caught some lake sturgeon in the Dells in Wisconsin. They were not very big, but we did catch some. I think my biggest one was probably around 4 feet, and probably only weighed. We didn't weigh it, but it probably weighed maybe around 10 pounds or something like that. 10 to 15 if I was being generous with myself. But yeah, just a long fish. Probably big around as a softball, maybe a little bit bigger around than that. Takes so long. Oh no, monkey. It's been like forever since you've watched the stream. You're happy to be back. Just started playing the ocean map and it's really freaking fun. That's Eagle. Right on, man. Glad to hear it. It is fun. Got some fun stuff. Bucko just caught an uni burbot trying to get shells to the monster fish at White Moose. Hey, happy days. You got them. A few days ago, came across some of your videos which are very helpful. Hey, right on. You could, yeah. I'm glad you phrased it like that. You could have said something like, just came across your videos. Some of them are very helpful. And then that would have hurt my feelings. I'm glad you phrased it that way. In the ocean with big fish, I just put something on the space bar to reel it in. On the space bar? Come on, baby. There we go, hooked up. At least be a largemouth. No! The chain pickerel! Oh, we might have to switch days. These chain pickerel are just being too much. They're being too much. Heck yeah. In the UK, perch and zan are the only members of the pike family, so what the hell is a pickerel? Big zombies, face like battle, Black Ops 3s. Yeah. Let's see. I also played a lot of Battlefield 3, or was it Battlefield 4? Battlefield 4? Which one was it? I think it was Battlefield 4. Oh, looks like there's another fish there. You didn't get it. Battlefield 4 I liked a lot. That was fun. Different classes where you could be the assault guy, or you could be the medic, or the support guy, or the engineer. I liked that. That was kind of fun. Played that with my friends quite a lot. Or I guess sniper was the other one. So they had what? They had support, which I guess, or assault, sniper, medic, and engineer. Those are the 4 classes. Can't remember now. House fishing. It's rough, dude. We are trying to catch a 5.6 pound largemouth bass, and we have not even caught one. We've caught multiple spotted bass. We haven't caught a single largemouth bass. And we're fishing on different days, or at least trying to. So if you're level 90, how many more levels to the map? I would assume, I mean, in the photo they showed, the guy was level 94. I would think level 92 to 94 might be the new level for the Maldives, but it's hard to say. Have any tips on the certain times for Mudwater River? Currently level 6 using your videos. Ooh. I do not have any other tips for Mudwater. Just fish the peaks. Fish for largemouth. Have fun. Struggle at the start. I'm just catching bass at Everglades till I hit around 89th. Then I'll see what I can do next. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Yeah, I mean, the St. Croix pike are going to be huge upgrade. You know how it was when you finally got to what's that freaking called? The walleye at what is that lake called? The New York one. Starts with an E, maybe? Emerald Lake? Is it Emerald Lake? Emerald Lake. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, you know how the step up is when you go to Emerald Lake and you catch the walleye and you're like, oh my god, like, I'm actually enjoying Fishing Planet for the first time. The pike at St. Croix will be like that later in the game. I don't know either of those questions fit Chip. In fact, I started the last video about the 28 species by saying that if you came here for the level requirement or the release date, that I don't have that information. So you should watch that video first. You should always watch the latest video before coming to the live stream. That's just a rule. Didn't you know that rule? You have $150 loaded up in the Steam wallet ready for the second new map comes out. Wowie zowie. You are prepared. Congo is good. Yeah, but wait till you get into, like, I would say it's hard because I don't want the game to be ruined. if you're at the point where you're thinking about, if you're thinking about getting the Congo map, get premium first, because premium's gonna help you level up. You're gonna get more money and you're gonna get more XP and be able to change the time faster with premium. And then on top of that, there we go. Good size fish, good size. Could this be a largemouth? Dude, if it was a largemouth, my day would be made. Watch it be a freaking uni spotted bass. Ah! That would be the most mad I've ever been watching unicorns dance. Please be a big largemouth. Please be a big largemouth. Yes! Ah! I want to go outside and run around in the rain. Yes! I'm doing it. No one can stop me. Dance, unicorns, dance. Let's go. Good golly. This is the first largemouth we've caught here, and it's exactly what we needed. All right, we got it. Trophy bass number 2, the worm jig bait. We got the bass boss cap. Woohoo! We're gonna be looking like a total bass boss with this cap on. It also provides us with 2 tackle pieces. We'll just like stick them in our hat, evidently, or underneath the flap. We'll just stick a nice hooked lure in there. Here, I got a sinker here. Just stick it up in there. Nice and easy, just like that. Hold on to our lures and stuff for us. And then, yeah, ensuring perfect protection from any weather conditions. Wow, that is awesome. And we also got some trophy mono. Top notch. I was needing some more trophy mono, that's for sure. And obviously the next step up is to go fishing for the bright trolling octopus at Kaiju no Ri. Stupid! That's not the next step. The next step is going out with the trophy trout grub jig bait, and then we're gonna get the trout triumph cap, and that's a beautiful looking trout right there, as you can see. So yeah, I guess that's the next step. Oh my god. Okay, all right. This is gonna take forever. We have 12 minutes left. Is there any way we're gonna catch one of these trout? I don't think there is. Army of 2 and Gears 3, the best first-person shooter in your opinion is Doom. Love it. Have you played the new Doom? Which one is it? The medieval one? It looked kind of cool. I haven't played a Doom game in a long time. Can't even remember. I just hope I don't have to do more. I'm already level 90. Yeah, hopefully not. We'll see. Favorite map of all time? I don't know. Blue Crab, maybe? I enjoy Blue Crab. I don't think it's like amazing by any means. It's not like I tell people all the time like, oh, just wait till you get to Blue Crab. Oh man. But I do enjoy Blue Crab. I'm not really sure why I hold it on such a pedestal. But yeah. Hearing Boke. Am I cutting out? Oh no. Just cutting out on the regular. No one said anything because they're all being nice to me. Everyone's just, this entire time I've just been cutting out and people have just been going, aw, poor Bo, he tries so hard. He doesn't do it very well, but he tries. And we love him for it. Alright, so we need to catch a brown trout at St. Croix, 6.7 pounds, mind you. We need to catch an 8.9 pound splake at White Moose, a steelhead of 11 pounds at San Joaquin, and then a 22 pound trout in general. I assume if we will most likely be able to get that with the splake at White Moose if we catch a lake trout. So, which lure should we use to catch the brown trout at St. Croix? We had to use a grub, so I wish we had an X series grub. That would be interesting. An X series grub might get the fish talking, if you know what I mean. Let's see, what grubs are out here? What about this one? I haven't spent any of my club tokens on anything. Should I spend it on a grub? spend 25 of my 120 on a stupid lure that I'll probably never use again. There is a twin-tail spider grub, though. Interesting. Whoa, I didn't even know this was a thing. You can have 3D looks at your lures. I did not know that. Interesting. Did you know that? I did not know that. I'm doing it. I'm spending my money on it. I just got a Club Series grub, boys. Alright, so we're gonna throw that mad lad on there. Where are you? Where are you, grub? There you go. Alright, so we got our grub on here. Let's head to St. Croix. I haven't fished for brown trout at St. Croix in a hot minute. I hope I remember what to do. The Bass Boss. Nice ring to it. I know. I expect that to be what I am called from now on. Bo the Bass Boss. God, I hate that already. What are you most excited about the new map? Going after the big black marlin. People are gonna see that and they're gonna go, that's Bo. He catches the big black marlin. They're gonna see me on my catamaran out there. I'm gonna give them a cool, like, freaking Forrest Gump wave. I'm gonna have my hand on my hip and I'm gonna, like, wave at them all crazy like. And they're gonna go, who the heck is that guy? And then they're gonna go, that's Black Marlin Bo Engels over there. He's the craziest black marlin fisherman in the whole fishing planet. He's crazy. What is term sim? I'm so confused. There we go. We got a good sized fish. I don't know what it is, but we got something. It should be a unique walleye or something stupid. Do my eyes deceive me? I don't think so. Dude. Did we actually catch it on the first fish? No freaking way. Let's go! Trophy brown trout, boys! That's awesome. First fish out here. Oh, that's sweet. Well, I guess that's one down. That's how I do it. Alright. We're leaving. Boom, boom, boom. Can you play with me? You can. However, we've got 5 minutes left and we're kind of hopping. We're kind of hopping around right now. So our next place we're going to is either San Joaquin or White Moose Lake. I'm thinking, should we do a 3-aught or a 4-aught hook for the steelhead? I'm thinking a 4-aught hook. Let's throw on a 4-aught hook. Go to San Joaquin and try to catch that steelhead. Hopefully it works out. We will see. How do you even get club tokens? So if you're in a club, like so, and there's no leagues yet, but you get invites and whatnot. There will be sport, and then there will be club competitions, and you can do club competitions with your entire club, and then you will get club tokens. Club tokens to use. How's it going? Going pretty well, one and only. Is Max Reel still a thing anymore? I've seen a lot of your videos suggesting it, but I don't know if it works anymore. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. No longer works. So I usually catch all of my steelhead between that island and like the tip of this little peninsula out here. So kind of in between here. But I feel like I catch the majority of them like right in here. But I might get it. My memory might be getting mixed up with the striped bass too. So who knows what's true anymore? Nobody. I could be lying to your face right now. I don't know nothing. How does the club thing work? Can I play with you? If you had to add one fish to the new map, what would it be? To the new map? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what they're adding. All the fish that I want added to the game are all freshwater fish. I'm not a big saltwater fishing guy. So, I'm just taking whatever they give to us as far as the saltwater maps are concerned. Are they ever going to update PS5 FPS caps? I don't know. I haven't heard them talk about it. Anyway. But why did we cast again? We don't even know if we're fishing during the right time. Farming sim. Oh, okay. You're right on. Yeah, I love the farming sim games. Oh, thanks, Sam. I'm the only one you watch? Oh, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You're making me feel important. Do you think they will have a black marlin at 1615 pounds, or do you think it will break the game having it that heavy? I don't know, man. They did say that these would be the heaviest fish in the game. We're obviously going to get new gear to go after them. It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see. How do you use Basscaster on this and not spinning? I exclusively use spinner because that's what I prefer in real life. Yeah, I just use whatever is right. Sometimes if I'm going after a certain size of fish, I'll match up the rod to go for the size of fish more than using a bass casting reel versus a spinning reel. I only need an 11-pound steelhead, so this is just a 24-pound rod and reel set. I have the template made for it, so it was just easy to just throw it on there and go. But, God, I did it again. Stop casting. We don't even know if this is the right time to fish or not. The OG menu music was such a vibe on this game. Yeah, it's true. Alright, here we go. It was close anyway. Alright, steelhead open for business. What is the best build for the beginner? Just kind of following along with the beginner series. If you find that playlist on the channel and watch the beginner series 2, the essential beginner series on our channel, just follow that and try and copy it as best as possible. And I feel like it'll bring you the most luck. The guy just sunk right down to the bottom. I do not Aries. I didn't really play them too much when they were out the first time or whenever, or when they were going on, so I really don't know. Wondering what to do at level 25? Essential Beginner Series, man. Go to the Essential Beginner Series, look up the one that's around level 25, and do it. They'll add great white sharks one day. I'll look forward to that. It will be pretty cool if they decide to do that, for sure. AF handles. Hello, hello. Are black marlin really that big? The biggest fish now is only like 600 kgs or what? No, yeah, the biggest fish in the game anyway. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. My biggest is 621 Grouperzilla, so yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Good steelhead spot over by the dam. Yeah, I might have to run over there too. What kind of bigger reels could they even add? We already have got the biggest ones. Big ones, bigger than your face. Big gold brass reels or whatever they are. Look who's back again. Illegal Beagle's back. Tell a friend. Right in time for the stream to end. Huh? Been a great stream. Appreciate answering. Oh, I try, Daniel, but yes. Thank you. What if they add the electronic? See, that could be pretty cool. That could be nice to help us reel those fish in, you know. One last cast just for good measure. Just for good measure. Wouldn't it be cool if we caught it on this one last cast? And try to keep it up higher. Good 2-speed. Been keeping it on 1 speed for some reason. Don't go to the bottom! This reel, it reels in so slowly. There we go. Now we're up. We're moving. We're something hit it. Something hit it. Come on, steelhead. Come on, steelhead. A 3-star twitch there. Oh, I just saw a steelhead jump too. Someone just got a gourmet spoon as well. Oh man. Gets in the way. Wish I could be here more. Hey, no big deal, man. We'll catch you whenever you're done, you know? Or the saltwater sharks, I was hoping they'd add them to Japan. I was thinking they would do that too, but it looks like they're going to save them for the maybe the next map to come out. Anywho, everyone, it's obvious that the summer has started. Loved seeing so many people here watching the live stream and everything like that. If you could do me one favor, it would be to hit that like button before the end of the stream. But otherwise, thank you for being here. I'm not sure if I'll actually be here to do the next live stream next week. We unfortunately had a bit of a family emergency sort of deal. My wife, Allison, who you've seen maybe in some of the MDO videos, her mother hasn't been doing well for a long time, and unfortunately she's on her last few days, and so we might be heading back to Kansas to spend her last few days with her, and so we might not be around for the live stream next week, but send any well wishes our way in the Discord and whatnot. Obviously a sad time for the whole family, but one of those things, you know, life catches up with all of us. So anywho, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time, and as always, remember, everyone, thanks, guys. Planet, one family, game on.